Hello, everybody. This is KO or Kellen. You can call me either. And this is my second tutorial. As I said, last tutorial was animating text. I'll go over everything in the last episode, but that will be a while from now. So today, as I said before, we're going to go over colors, shapes, and more advanced keyframing, and basically transitions, and making it look good. And that's the topic of today's video. So eventually, we'll put this all into one video, and that's how you get a 2D intro, basically. So we're just going to start with the light color. Don't ever do like hard colors. You always want something in this gradient, in this middle section here. This looks kind of bad. This looks too much. This is way too much. This is a nice happy medium right here. Now, this is just a basic swipe up. You can do the same thing. You can get this shape by just clicking the shape tool and just double clicking. That's all you need to do. It'll fill exactly to what dimensions you have. So I'm gonna press S for scale. Go to around 2 seconds. I'm gonna make the scale as it is now, and then go over here to 0. And just going to easy ease this as done before. You don't want nothing too sharp. And it's just smooth. This sort of animation works best with an ellipse. Also, to get if you're getting trying to make perfect circles, hold down the shift key to make it completely proportional. Remember the align. You get window, first one. Hit the anchor point tool. Make sure this is selected. You don't want this to happen. You want to have this. Select the anchor tool. Hit Command, or if you're on a Windows, I might be Control or Alt. I'm not sure, but do it near the center, and it'll basically wherever the scaling keyframe is, it'll scale from wherever the keyframe is. So if I move the keyframe over here, it's gonna scale from there. So wherever the keyframe is, that's where it'll grow from, basically. But scaling works best for circles, when you could because it's more smooth, and then it could take up more area and looks better other than a square. Also, if you wanted to add some more variety to it, you can duplicate the same layer, move it over just a few, and change the color, just not way too much, just a tiny bit. And it turns out nicely, especially if the outer one is completely white. You get this nice clean effect. Also, if you want more of a burst, quick, snappy feel, here, let me just do what I was doing before. You want to center this. Let's see, you want it to end to covering the entire screen and start as nothing. You can make it just like an instant snap, and it's there by dragging this one all the way back, and then dragging this one all the way back as well. So it gives you, if I have it so you can see what the slope would look like. It's a reference graph. You just right click it, and it's just like a pop, basically. So if I move it along to 1 second, this is what you're getting. Let me just grand preview that. Wait for it to load. As said before, you can get Get it, duplicate it, move it over just a bit, and change up the color. And it will still look nice. Now, let's get to, let's see, some more different types of transitions. So you might have seen this type of transition where it's kind of like a, let's see, let me just try to make it real quick. Where it's like this, and it's basically it swipes across the screen, kind of like a slide, you know. And basically, I'm going to teach you how to do that right now. So what you're going to want to do is start it like right before the screen, and then you're going to want to end it right, let's just go to 2 seconds, that seems fair, right after the screen. And basically you're going to do the smooth keyframes, you know, not too much but not too less, you know, so it kind of swipes across the screen. This probably look better white. So this is clean, but then there's nothing that follows after it. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to get this. You're going to want to have the first one on the bottom and change the color so you can actually have like some reference, you know. And we're actually going to have this one go first. And let's see. We're going to want to stretch it. Let's see. Horizontally to fill up enough space. And you're going to want to readjust the positioning of what it looks like. And then the same with afterwards. So you get this effect. And then if you don't want that black in between, you can set it to the same, exactly where it is, and it just swipes across the screen. That's good for transitions or starting an intro. Also, I'm just going to, oh no. Let me just put that back. I'm going to teach you how to do a little something else. So what you're going to want to do is click New, Adjustment Layer. Adjustment Layer just affects everything under it. So I'm going to try to make it like the same sort of size. And we're going to go to Effects and Presets. And basically you can, any effect that you add to an adjustment layer, it'll add to any effect under it without really editing. So it's like mass editing of something. So we're just going to go to Bulge from Distort, add it to the adjustment layer. Anything under the adjustment layer, which I have here, is going to, let's see, is going to be affected. So if you want bulge height, you can change how much is being like affected here. So once it goes into the area, is what I'm trying to say. And you can also, if you wanted, go into color correction, add any one of these just to change up the color. Because if you change the color on adjustment layer, it'll change the color on the layers underneath it, is what I'm saying. But that doesn't look good. So we're going to clean this up a bit by rotating it the same rotation as before. And we're actually, since this isn't that smooth, let's see. let's do this. Sorry, I just wing these episodes. Magnify. That's what I was looking for. Size, make it the whole thing. This is becoming just a bit confusing with the different colors. And there's just not enough variety, so I'm just going to add some text just as well. And let's just put this in the middle so you can see what's going on here. So when the adjustment layer, it'll magnify whatever it's like going over. So dB sucks, you know what I'm saying? It'll just keep on going. So you probably don't want too much magnification. Or you can have a lot. I mean, a little goes a long way. Not the same for dB, but basically we're gonna animate the adjustment layer just as we do with any normal layer. We're going to make it go across, and we're going to make it start at the beginning. We're going to make it come in a little bit later, so it won't look bad, is what I'm saying. And it'll just look clean. It's like magnifying like a double, and then, like, as I said before, if you wanted to change up what you're looking at, let's say this is a different color. If you wanted, as I said before with the colors, let's see, change the colors up. Maybe add some saturation, some lightness, to make it look like it's basically like a mirror almost. You add that and a few other things, and you're already starting to look at a good intro. You add some of that text animation we were talking about. Also, with normal animation, you can do the same thing if you don't want to animate just the letters. You can just have this. You could just move the position, and it'll still come along nicely. The text comes up, it gets magnified, everything looks clean, basically. And if you guys want to learn anything, you need to know anything, I'll put together a tutorial, just recommend it in the comments. If you need. I don't know what people want to learn. I'm just going off of the very basics of what I know. And hopefully by the end of it, you'll know how to make a pretty good 2D intro. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, you should like it. If you didn't, you should still like it, because I need them likes. Peace.